Going on, guys? We are back with another Patreon replay from a quick assassin. He says he is a champion rank. This was 2v2, and I believe he was by himself. Oh, I hate having the scoreboard up. It's one thing I always forget to do. Looks like he's by himself, though, from what I can tell. Just gotta mash it. Yeah, he's by himself. He got this done. Patreon.com/Gibbs000. You can go over there, check out the replay tier, coaching tier, free play tier, other various things. Thanks for all the support there, guys. During the RLCS months, it sometimes gets a little backed up, but I try and do my best here. And anyway, let's get into it. Start this over with a quick assassin. Let's see everything he does wrong. If I don't see a demo from him this game, then his name is just false, fake news. That's what it is. Alright, bad touch by his teammate, but it worked out. Honestly, well, actually, he has like no boost in this, so... Sadly, during replays, we still don't see boost. I thought we might, but it's only during spectator view. So sad. This is obviously post-update. That's fine there. Waiting for the hit. He probably didn't have to back up this far. Like, you can kind of tell how fast he's going at it. Like, you can tell right here, he's more vertical. He's more about to fight off the ball than the opponent is at actually attacking it to hit it hard. So he probably doesn't have to turn all the way around here. At best, that ball is going to come in super, super lightly. And it might be short, but it might be long, but at least if it's really, really slow, he can easily make a play on it. Sometimes it's good to just try and read your opponents that way. He could have been a little bit closer. Because of that, honestly, it wouldn't have mattered. He probably would have had that same exact result. But it's just something to keep in mind when you see how people are rotating around or how they're about to shoot it. Go back to the challenge. It was a pretty good challenge. I actually was expecting him to go up a little bit more on the curve. Usually when I go for challenges like this, I try and get as high as I can on the wall. About a car length higher than them, so you can basically win every 50-50 by getting the dunk over them by being higher. But it works out either way. The 50-50 spills out to a teammate. That's what 50-50s do. Sometimes you get some luck on your side, goes right to a teammate, and you get a free goal. So, good play there. Worked out for him. I like to cheat up. I'm not a huge fan of going for boost and twos. I like seeing people cheat up more instead. I always see more goals scored because the person cheated up versus a person that boosted. Like, it's never the opposite. Like, if someone cheats, the boost guy normally doesn't get an advantage off kickoff, like 9 times out of 10, so better to do that. These plays are always rough when everyone's kind of mixed in there. He does make a pretty decent play. He almost gets fooled, though, so he's got to be a little bit careful on that. It was definitely Blue's ball, and he came out to attack it just at a little bit of the wrong time. His teammate with the whiff. Ooh, lucky for him. The other guys panic and just throw it away. I actually want to go to CAD Craft real quick here on this play. Because let's see why he does this. So, of course, ball cam is a thing. And sometimes you just don't know where your teammates are. You see how his teammate is kind of backing off. And see, right here, if CAD is paying attention, he should see his teammate coming back in. Of course, this is all about trying to view what you can see. When you're in ball cam, you obviously can't see as well. From time to time. Here, though, he does see his teammate rotate around. He still goes for the panic hit. Like, he's got no angle on this at all. This is just a bad play. I think he's trying to waste time in case, like, a goalie gets a massive clear on it. That's what it kind of looked like. But screws up his teammate for the shot. Go back here a little bit to this play. I just want to see how this hit happens. So, tries to tip this out. Not the greatest hit here. Obviously, like, when something like this happens, you want to try and push this as quickly as possible. A little bit off on the aerial play. Could have been a little bit better. And, of course, this is champion play, obviously, before the new season, guys. I just want to point that out as well. So, it's not going to be as high as what you might see in champions right now. Makes a secondary play. He's not terrible. Turned off ball cam for a while, though. His teammate does whiff, and he's got to get back on defense. This is a tough play. What I probably would have done here, normally what I do is I let them make the first move, and then right here, you kind of just have to challenge at this point. It is a crappy situation to be in. What I would do here is just jump, and then get ready, do a quick early jump, boost towards the ball, but wait for your second jump to either go higher, go left, go right, however you have to do it. But here, he just kind of waits too long, and it's just a free goal. The other thing he could have done is when he's coming back here, he could have tried to attack that ball instead. He probably had enough time to just go waste time by going to ball chase a bit. I think he wasn't sure about the timing of it, because if the other guy had boost, then he would have been screwed. But after that whole mishap by his net, he should have realized that the other team probably doesn't have a lot of boost, so he probably could have made that play. At the same time, he probably has not a lot of boost either, so that's why he wasn't confident in the play. He does have some, though, because he uses it there, but it looks like that's all he had left. Oh, no, he's still got a little bit more. So, probably around 20 or so boost. So, he could have done a couple different things there. Just a little bit of poor positioning, but at the same time, it's also like his teammate just kind of whiffed on the shot, so sometimes you get put in really bad situations because of it. Just the way it is. It's the way of life. See what type of pass and play here. Nothing really happening. Ooh, this is a risky play for sure. Once he goes over his teammate's head, like once again, his teammate kind of struggling here. He tries to make up for it by beating the other guy on the ball. That's fine if a 50-50 goes to the side. His teammate does make the play to at least touch it to give him some time to get back. Now he's back in time. Ooh, just a bad touch though. Should have been a goal. Luckily, with the miss from Archaic over here. Let's go back to his shot. He's got a really low camera. So here, he's just waiting for the rebound. Smart play to be pretty close to the net because both guys on the other team are backwards. So you have to expect it's not going to be a hard clear. So this is when you want to inch forward more compared to in twos. A lot of times you want to stay around the midfield level. But once you see like both guys are backed up against the wall, they have no momentum going in the opposite direction, that's when you want to move up pretty close to the play to try for one of these rebounds. He actually turned just a little bit too sharply there, and that's what kind of screwed him. That break job that he did probably screws him there. He could have actually wrapped around this ball a little bit more and then tried to flip into it to get the power back, to throw it back into the opposite corners. What you probably want to do here is fly to it, kind of curve around it, but you're not going to get a lot of momentum from that until you use your flip, and then like it'll give you a little bit of extra oomph to it, and then you'll get a goal from it. But instead, he just throws it in the one spot. He could have thrown it from that angle because he went straight on, and obviously a player was there, so it was an easy save. Giving up free goals, though, never good. Here, perfect shot there. Like, you always want to try and score for this inside post. You just want to beat the guy, beat the goalie to the ball and throw it to the inside post. That's exactly what he does there. And it worked out pretty nicely. Continuing on. Oh, missing the boost is never fun. Oh, God. Oh, God. Missing it twice. There we go. He's got it. Worked out. A little bit of a risky play here. So, I understand what he's trying to do here. The reason why he hits this low is because he's afraid of the 50-50. He doesn't want to pop it up in the air because if the other guy gets higher, then it's a 50-50 loss for sure. So instead, he goes high as well. It does result in basically a pass right to their goalie, but it's understandable that he goes for the jump because he wants to block any 50-50 attempt at it. And so that's why that play, it looks bad, but it's actually not that bad because he's just trying to read what the opponent's doing. This play, again, his teammate is struggling hard. Right here, Agua just decides to not go for the ball. Not sure why, so it's understandable that Quick might want to try and push up. But honestly, when your teammate's doing this poorly and he's near the ball, you kind of just have to give up on this play and back off and hopefully let them hit it to you. Because if you're out of position too, it's not going to help anybody. So you're better off letting him do his thing. And if he's close to the ball, then you have to back off for respect of just the positioning. And yeah, it just didn't work out there. Yeah, Agua just having a really rough time. Really light hit right back to the other team. But here's a little bit of ping pong. Look, this is more of like a hockey thing where you just throw it deep into the other zone and then try and make a play off of it. Instead of making the play yourself in the neutral zone, you just throw it deep. And that's not a bad idea around these ranks. You'll see a lot of mistakes. And then if it's a mistake when you're on the offensive side, you'll probably get a goal. If it's on your own defensive side, you might give up a goal. But if it's the opposite, then of course there's just no goal that happens. So sometimes it's a good idea to just throw it into the other end, see what mistakes happen, and it can pay off for you in the long run. Good try in the read. Wasn't terrible, just kind of, you know, just a little bit of a miss. He tries to play it fast though. I like this about it. He's trying to beat the goalie to the ball, so he plays it fast. He just misreads it. But playing it fast is the smart approach. His teammate, honestly, probably should have been backed up a little bit more, thinking that a hard pass is coming in off the wall. But he is close, so then he should score this. But, again, struggling this game. With both people missing, he's just got to go to the side of the ball. and hit the ball right after he side flips. He hits it before the side flip, so it kind of screws you over. This is a decent pass, but these are the passes that are so dangerous in twos because it's basically a 50-50 ball, and whoever's better at aerial is going to be the one who score it. Like, I get in trouble all the time because I will take it up the corner and then throw it right towards their goalies. This one's actually not a bad pass because it is going backwards towards your teammate instead of going towards the goalie, but the goalie still beats him. And honestly, like, after seeing how Agua's playing, those plays are just too risky, like, at this point. You kind of have to read what your teammate is providing to the team. And if he's not providing much, then maybe you try for a doomsday dish type scenario, try and score it yourself. Or at least force them into a bad rebound to make it an easier play for Agua, instead of just going for the pass that is going to be who can aerial better, basically. Sometimes you really don't have that choice, but it happens. Nice pass here, right over the net. You see how that goes kind of inside post, and I talk about this a lot. Let's go to fly view real quick. We'll go top down here. So, when you're shooting on net, I don't have my arrows anymore because it kept crashing. I'm sorry. You basically want to shoot inside post high if you want to have the most success, because if you miss, the ball's going to pop out like right here, right in this general area. If you go outside post, or even like right here, that angle is going to be too extreme and the ball's going to fall this way, so you basically have no chance for a shot. So let's watch this play from top-down view, and you can see it here. Let's actually slow it down a bit. 50%. See how that's kind of inside post? It's a little bit more than I would want, but these are the type of plays that you want to do. Throw it inside and high, and it gives Agua the shot that he needs, the angle that he needs to score that goal. Like, if that's any more outside, he doesn't have an angle at all, and he's kind of screwed. So, good play there. Where are we going here? Where are we going? There we go. There's a lot of weird music on Utopia that I always forget about. Right. Back to 100%. Going for the cheat. I like it. That's what you should be doing. Just on these, though, you knew that the other team was cheating as well. You just got to jump. It's kind of like the situation before where he jumped to block a 50-50. That time he didn't. And I think he was, like sometimes you want to be greedy on those face-offs. You think you can just barely pop it over. But last time he was pretty quick to it as well. So, again, it's about reading the players on the field in that short 5-minute time. You just got to use what they give you throughout the game to make decisions in that final minute, which really could provide a win or a loss. So, just got to be careful on those. It's a good attempt at a dribble. It wasn't the greatest because the ball was already rolling forward. He tries to get it up on his hood. Doesn't really work. I probably would have just brought this to the wall, but again, honestly, Agua's not been that trustworthy. So, it's not a bad idea to just go for the solo play. I don't blame him. Okay, the clear's out. He's going a little bit mid. And once again, there's no momentum on the blue side, so it's a good idea to start creeping up. Here's the doomsday dish possibility. Doesn't go for it. So on these plays, you can just wrap this ball around and then jump off the wall and then get ready to spin back into it or aerial back into it to curve back around the ball and get the shot. So that's what I mean by doomsday dish. Very hard clear. Probably could have attacked this on the wall, actually. He might have had enough time. Sometimes it's a good idea to start cheating towards the wall, because if someone's going for this high, hard clear, sometimes the best thing to do is try and find where it's going to bounce off the wall. Wait for it to bounce a split second before, kind of like how you do on the ground for power shots, and then just skyrocket it back. He might have been able to get up in time, but he's going for the safe play. And honestly, I don't blame him right now, so... Not a bad play. Oh, tries for the double pop aerial. Just a little bit of a misplay. It doesn't read it correctly. And normally I would say go for the inside post, but they're Archaic doing a good job of going outside post because kind of just went for the wrong angle, which kind of sucks. That happens. That is just more time played, more experience will get you better angles. Some people get it, some people don't, though. Like, after a really long time, it's just the way it is. That's why the pros are so good, because a lot of people can play a really long time and just cannot read the ball that well, but pros do it exceptionally well. So, it happens. Happens to the best of us. Happens to me all the time. Got to attack this as quickly as you can. Nice Just a little tap. Didn't really work out for the wall aerialness, but that's the game right there. Honestly, kind of a rough one for a quick assassin. He honestly had no demos, too. I'm very upset. Honestly, some of these faults were on Agua, but at the same time, sometimes it's better to give players room when they are struggling, and you just got to hope for the best. And then also trying to read what your teammates do, what your opponents do throughout a match is always extremely helpful towards the end of the game. Because there's a couple situations where if he was paying attention to earlier plays, he might have been able to snuff out certain plays, but didn't happen here. Tough loss, but hey, it happens. It's ranked. It's only 5-minute games. You get right back into it. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Go check out the Patreon. Go check out more videos if you want. Sure. Comment, like, subscribe. Nah, whatever. Whatever you guys want to do. And, yeah, appreciate all the support. And we'll see you at RLCS, and we'll see you next time. Bye.